the way the inner critic expresses itself can be very different, and it can also be different in different cultures. The reasons why the inner critic is active, that can vary through cultures, through your upbringing, um, how you're socialized, what your experience were when you were young, at school, when you were studying, your peer groups where you were dealing with. So all that can vary, but the way it expresses is like the effect of it. It can also express, of course, in different ways, like an image, what you are sharing, or that in a sense of disapproval. I had a friend when I was younger, and she could not say I don't agree with you, but she could just do something with her nose and her face, and I felt disapproval. It's like, and people can feel that inner too, like feeling that sense of disapproval, or it's like some shivering that you feel in your body. So that can also be very, others really hear a critical voice. And but the effect that it has on us, I think that's basically for everyone the same. It's either putting us, making us feel smaller, having that sense of like, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable. Basically, underneath all the ways that the inner critic expresses itself is always the same need, is that for us human beings, we want to belong, we want to be loved, we want to be recognized, acknowledged. And basically, I think that effect that makes you go small and really, you know, go silent. For instance, me, I was not stepping up for myself. And if I did so, I was doing it with too much energy. So I never learned to connect to myself really, like what's going on for me, and wow, why do I need to step up for myself now? So, and I come from a place from compassion. I know now how to do that, but when I was younger I didn't. And I think this is basically what I see in all these groups, is that's why people connect when they're together in a compassionate space, because they recognize each other, like, you're a human being too, just like me, and we're actually the same. When I have taught, yeah, many international groups, and what I see there is that the connection across cultures, across countries, across languages is really very powerful, because we connect from human to human. And then, all these other differences, they're not important anymore, because it's where you actually can see each other for who we are, basically both human. And that's
Mhm.
really, I think, also, this is also the power of the self-compassion, is that when you are in a group, one of the components, as Kristen Neff said, is like the common humanity. And this is really what you can feel is in groups where we're teaching self-compassion. It's the common humanity, that we have so much more in common than that we have our differences. It's just
Mhm.
a matter of perspective. Yeah.
Mila, has it ever happened to you that you were teaching mindful self-compassion and somebody said, I don't have an inner critic, and yet they wanted to attend the program?
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't recognize their inner critic really. They are there for a reason. They see, I mean, when they go and look up what mindful self compassion is, they will find that it's about treating yourself in a kind way. And they don't recognize, they don't even have a strong inner critic, not in that sense of an inner critical voice, a very harsh voice or something. But they do feel that the way they relate to themselves might be not so very helpful. For instance, people in healthcare who or people who care for other people, basically, they can really find joy in caring for other people. And then, and one day, they feel deflated or defeated by it, and then they don't understand how. And when they feel like they, oh, I'm getting a burnout, they actually become a little bit disappointed in themselves, and they don't recognize like, oh, they feel there's something not correct in how I'm dealing with myself. I need to give myself compassion, although they don't feel that they don't give themselves compassion. And they come to the course and slowly start recognizing like, where is my energy leak? Where is it that I'm draining myself? What is it that I'm doing to myself, that drains my energy? Well, I am actually loving my